Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications.
Okay. Would you date a man that earns less than you?
No,
Why not?
because I've done that before and I've regretted it.
What happened in the relationship exactly that made you regret it?
So I just end up paying for loads of things, and in a way, I just expect for him to kind of do the same. And it's just a lot of empty promises, and then he just never delivered. So it's like, yeah, peace out.
Well, what was the real reason why you were paying for a lot of things?
I think I just gave him a lot of grace and patience, and I was just like kind of waiting on him to pick himself up, and then he didn't.
Do you think he had the money to support you but he refused to use it, or he genuinely didn't have the money?
I think it's a 50-50 thing. I do believe he had the money, but he just wasn't using it on me.
So he was spending on what?
On just different random things, bought me. And then even when I asked for like the smallest things, then he just wouldn't do so. What do
you mean?
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, even when I asked for like the smallest things, like he wouldn't deliver. If I asked him for like, sorry to say, but if I asked him for like flowers or something, he just tried to argue with me like, what is the reason why you need these flowers? And I was like,
Do you think it was you, or do you think for the right girl he would be buying the flowers?
Definitely for the right girl who will buy you the right flowers. It's always like that. Men know quick like that.
Okay, so do you think he didn't love you then?
He did love me. Men love, but it's just, they just settle in it. Like, I think once they know that they have a body, they know they got the girl, and then they stop trying. So they just stop putting effort.
How old are you?
I am old.
Okay, how old?
How old?
Yeah.
I'm 37.
That's not old.
Yeah.
So are you single?
Yes.
How come?
Recently, like in the middle of a divorce.
Okay. How long was you with him for?
About 5 years.
So why leave a 5-year-old relationship?
Because it was the time to sometimes you just need to know when you need to leave. We invested time in each other, and it lasted as long as it needed to.
Okay. Would you say the cause of the divorce was your fault or his fault?
It's no one's fault. It's just like people grow, people go in different angles, and yeah.
Or would you say you fell out of love?
Never.
Okay.
I still love him. I still appreciate him. He's the father of my child, so I still appreciate him.
So, why leave a committed relationship right now to be single and potentially to look for a stranger to be with?
I'm not looking to be with a stranger to be with. I'm just living in my moment right now, and this is what's happening right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the future, what boxes does someone has to tick for you to consider a relationship?
You know what? In the future, who I am going to be in the future is who I'm going to be. And whoever wants to be with me at that point will fit into that criteria. I'm growing.
Is income a big thing for you when you're looking for a partner?
Oh, definitely. I think income is a big thing for everyone. We're living in a whole financial crisis right now, so it is
So you'd want your partner to earn more than you, or is it alright if he earns less than you?
I think being in a home where the income is flourishing, and if he's making money, I'm making money, and if he's making more money than I am, it depends. We need to have a conversation about it.
But initially, at the start of it, would you consider if he was earning less than you?
Yeah, I mean, love is love, attraction is attraction. If he's going to be earning more than I am, then that's a plus. If he's not, if the attraction is there, we can discuss. Financials are very deep. It's one of those things where you need to discuss things between the two of you. It's in this day and age, you can't say oh, my man needs to be earning more than. Ideally, he needs to be earning more than me. But in the world that we live in, it is what it is. So.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Are you single?
I am.
Why do you think that is?
Because I've taken my time, but when I do say single, it's because I'm not married. So
you're seeing someone?
I am.
So then you're not single, you're in a relationship.
I'm definitely in a relationship.
So why would you say you're single?
Because when you sign a job application, there isn't a section that says girlfriend, boyfriend. It's either single, widowed, cohabiting, or just blank. So you sign where it's applicable.
Okay.
That's the angle I'm coming from, basically.
But if your boyfriend was here right now and someone asked you if you're single or dating and you said you were single, how do you think he will feel?
No, I would say I was dating. That's what I would say. I would say I was dating.
Or you say dating?
Yeah, I would say dating.
Okay.
But I think in my mind, it's just the space that I'm in. There isn't actually a defined understanding where boyfriend and girlfriend's actually given the same weight as widowed, cohabiting.
Are you still searching?
Nope. I'm happy with who I'm talking to and with right now, and yeah.
Okay, how long you been together for?
Couple of months.
Couple of months. Why do you think he chose you?
Chose me? I think it's more or less of just being compatible and more of a mutual connection rather than being chosen by one person.
Okay, you say it's about being compatible, yeah?
Yeah.
What about him stood out from the rest?
I think just the way he's very assertive and shows up being authentic. So there's no like BS that comes with it. Like what you see is what you get, but there's also there's a grace to it. So it's being honest, but being like making sure you're not hurtful in your honesty and still respectful. So it's the respect and the authenticity.
Would you give him a deadline for him to pop the question?
Oh, no. I think there's a season for everything, and sometimes it's better for things to gradually to develop naturally than to place pressure. Yeah.
So if you were together for 10 years and he never went down on one knee, it wouldn't bother you?
Well, I didn't say that. I mean, if like 10 years, that's a long time. Personally, that's a long time for me as a standard. But in my mind, by then, it doesn't take 10 years.
Yeah, but what if...
You would know. I think you would know. Particularly in the first 2 years, you know, things should develop in a specific way. But I do think even in the first year, you know if this is your person or this is someone that you're gonna grow with in that season, and then it might come to an end.
What's your relationship status?
Very single.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm not seeing anyone, I'm not actively trying to see anyone.
At what point in your life would you want to start seeing someone?
I think it'd be nice to fall into something naturally. I'm not looking actively to find anything. If it happened naturally, I'd be open to it, but I'm not looking for it. I'm not on any of the apps or anything like that.
So what scenario would you consider natural?
Meeting them in person. I'm very anti... I've had bad experiences with dating apps. I think I'm a bit of a romantic. I wouldn't want to meet anyone online because of what I've experienced and then what my friends have experienced. And I studied media at uni, so I've learned a lot about dating apps. It's not for me.
So, what do you look for in a man?
Someone it's very bare minimum. Someone that's kind, someone that wants to understand me as a person, not just physical. I'm very open to anyone. It's just whether we click as a person.
Okay. What would you bring to the table in a relationship?
Myself. I would just be my ultimate self, and it's whether they want that in a partner or whether they don't. It's not an offensive thing if they don't.
How old are you?
24.
Are you single?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I'm very picky. That's the answer. I'm very picky.
So what do you look for in a man?
Funny is the most important thing in the world. Good looking, nice dress sense, will look after me, that kind of thing.
Well, there's a lot of guys out here with those qualities.
There's show me them. There's not. I promise you that. There's not.
Right. Do you think marriage is the end goal in a relationship?
Marriage or kids? It's different for everyone. Marriage or kids?
For you?
Yeah.
Why so?
Because my mum and dad have been married for 35 years, and that's what I want.
But do you think marriage actually means commitment?
Subjective in it, commitment. It's yeah. I'd like to think so.
Well, a lot of married people still cheat though.
Look, this is not Joe McHale, I don't know. But for me, marriage is commitment, yeah.
Would you stick in a marriage where you're not happy?
No.
So you would leave?
Yeah.
So there's still an option of a breakup?
Yeah.
So why... So why put so much emphasis on it if there's always an open door for a breakup?
I feel like a lot of girls just grow up wanting to have like fairy tale marriage. That could...
So it's just about the ceremony then?
No, it's about being with someone forever.
Yeah,
being in
but
love.
you can do all that in a relationship without putting a ring on it.
Yeah, but then commitment, come on.
How old are you?
27.
Are you single?
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I've got too high standards.
So what are your standards?
Tall, dark, handsome, can drive a car.
So you got all that list in a man, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table?
I am emotionally intelligent, kind, caring, nice.
Okay.
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse. Right. Do you think marriage should be the end goal in a relationship?
Nah, not really. I'm not bothered about marriage, really.
Why not?
Because it doesn't change, well, it does change your relationship, but I don't think it really changes your relationship. Like, what does it mean? I don't think it means anything nowadays.
So if you met a guy tomorrow and he told you that he would never want to get married, you'll be okay with that?
Yeah, I wouldn't bothered.
Okay, why do you think you came up with that conclusion?
I don't know. I'm not religious or anything, and I think people who are religious, like, obviously think like marriage is important and stuff. But like, I'm not religious, and I just think I'm not bothered. Like, I don't really get what it means. Like,